Our project has been working with Muncie Civic to help build a modular set that they can use later down the line with future productions. Since they do a lot of smaller productions, they've had a lot of specialized scenery and set pieces that don't always serve a purpose later down the line. So we've been working to help develop, design, and build the set pieces that they can use for multiple varieties of shows.
So we build platforms, flats, and then we also have like door flats and stuff like that that they can reuse and repurpose.
So from the very beginning, the students both researched different construction methods, chose the style of scenery that they wish to complete, and finished the semester by executing the scenic design for It's a Wonderful Life.
I personally love Civic. I think that the atmosphere there is very welcoming, very friendly, and they're more than willing to accommodate to anything we have or need, and I think they are a great theater to work with.
First, we had to sit down and take a look at what is our budget, and then dive into that further with what kind of a set are we talking about here? You know, what kind of pieces are needed to actually be reusable later down the line. So we spent a lot of time researching different options into what kind of set pieces can be reused. You know, what's a good thing that's easy to build, easy to maintain, you know, if it gets broken or if it gets damaged during a production process in 3 years, what's something that they can easily replace, but can also serve multiple purposes. So we needed something that was very simple, very basic, but also not super expensive to have to rebuild if they need to. After we have kind of a plan together of how many different pieces we're building and what are we building, etc., you know, that's when we have to get into the nitty-gritty details. What do we need? How much is it going to cost? You know, all of the hardware that it's going to take, how much lumber are we going to need, etc. So after that, we actually go out, do the purchasing, and then we work alongside Muncie Civic to actually build the pieces. And that's been the majority of our process, is just getting all of it together and getting it done.
Many of our students who worked on this project this semester didn't necessarily have a really great understanding of scenery. Some of them no experience with scenery whatsoever, some of them a little bit more experience. In some cases, we have some who are really experienced building scenery but hadn't ever actually sort of taken a leadership position in that process. So I think probably the biggest sort of overarching goal is that they have a sense of how they could go into a space, plan out, create a project, and then see it through from beginning to end.
I don't have a lot of experience in the theater field, and this course has allowed me to dive into my position in terms of carpentry and management skills, going back to this social and management aspect of my career field as well. Not only for this course, but picking up skills that are needed for the future as well.
I have worked a lot with professors here at Ball State to build sets, but I've never been the one to actually help create the look of the set. I've only been on the other side of after it's been created. Now I just build it. So having the chance and the opportunity to actually go into the programs and build and help build what we will see on stage is something that I truly appreciate the chance to have. I'm just a very hands-on person, so I personally just loved going in every day or when I can and just building the flats and platforms and making the scene and the set come actually to life.
I've always enjoyed working in a shop, and being able to kind of get my hands dirty with that again is just, it's been nice, and I think everyone else has also really enjoyed that. While we do work in theater, not all of us specifically do construction or design or research. So working in a project in a class like this that allowed us to kind of, you know, bring our own skill sets to the table, but also be able to expand upon that into areas that we were interested in. I think that's what everyone really enjoyed.